Good morning to everybody, and welcome to our podcast. I'm Dr. Gregory Crichlow from AvantBlue, the center of the universe, and we're going to be calling our podcast series the Blue View. So we have Dr. Janice Springer here.
Hello.
All right, the real Dr. J. We have Myra.
Hello.
Myra is one of our key persons that you will be interacting with. There's nothing more important than the psychology of our life. And what we do is that we interact with people in such a way to give them power over how they look and feel. And that can change your entire experience, not just in terms of how you look, but how you feel about how you look. And that's really important. And of course, we want to make sure that we are helping people to live healthier lives as well too. So we focus a lot on the other qualities such as your diet, your exercise, weight management. We focus on IV vitamins, making sure people feel rejuvenated and fit and energetic. But also we can be talking about some of the new procedures which we added, to which we added quite a number, it seems to me. And so the team is going to be talking about a number of things, and we want to talk about a few things. Today we're going to be speaking a lot about J-Plasma Renuvion, some of the experiences that we've had with that, and we'll be talking about non-surgical butt lifts, which is really good, quick recovery, no downtime. And of course, we can be talking about some other skin tightening procedures such as PDO stress. Is that okay, ladies? What y'all think?
Yes. Yeah, awesome.
Which way y'all like to start with first?
J-Plasma.
J-Plasma, aka Renuvion. Okay. One of the things that I find is so interesting is that for a long time, technology is always upgrading. And so there's so many things that we've not really been able to offer people until the technology catches up. Technology, you can't just have a new technology, it has to be safe technology. So first you have to produce the technology, and then you have to go through all the safety protocols of this technology and all the studies and all the tests, and then you have to have the clinical experience before you can start to offer this technology. So I've been watching Renuvion, aka J-Plasma, quite some time now, and since 2017, and I felt that I wanted to spend a considerable amount of time because it's a powerful technology, but there were also some considerations in terms of the safety to the patients and stuff like that. But now, not only is it FDA cleared for areas of skin tightening, but it is also has a very low risk rate once you use it correctly. So I think this is a powerful technology, and where it fits in is right between somebody who's having liposuction and somebody who's having a skin removal. So many people, for example, can have liposuction if the skin is nice and tight, or the person is youthful, has youthful skin, it snaps right back, boom. And then you have people who have excess skin, that skin needs to be surgically removed, which means, of course, surgery, risk, downtime, or scars. But then there's a lot of people who are in between who lipo is not enough to tighten their skin, but the skin is not bad enough to require surgery. So we call this mild to moderate skin laxity, and I think that there's just an endless amount of people who can benefit from this technology. So let me ask Dr. Springer. She's been the one doing it, has the most experience in the clinic. So you want her to do it when you come in?
Definitely. I'm your person.
So tell me a little bit about how have you found it? It's been working.
A couple of weeks have passed since we have done our first patients, and the results are amazing. They are exceptionally happy of the outcome. We're already seeing increased skin tightening. And what Doc didn't mention, what the procedure is actually about, what it does is it uses radio frequency as well as helium to create plasma energy to tighten the skin.
So when the helium comes together with the radio frequency, this is what really gives the part of tightening skin.
Yes, so it creates plasma energy, and in creating the plasma energy, it heats the connective tissue or the fibers under the skin, and it causes them to contract.
All right, so let me get this in my mind right here, because, I know I passed chemistry, but sometimes that's a little bit weird. Okay, so you have radio frequency, which I'm very familiar with because we use that all the time in surgery. And then you have heating. So the radio frequency pretty much heats up the heating, is that what's happening? Okay, and it creates plasma. All right, that's interesting. So plasma is like a state And you have different states. You have liquids, gases, solids, and plasma is one. All right, so it's this plasma which is going to come at a certain temperature, which is what is really tightening the connective tissue.
And what makes this system very good and very safe to use is that usually it heats in about 0.4 seconds, which means that it cools down in 0.4 seconds as well. So the risk of burning the skin is completely diminished.
All right, that's excellent. And of course, this is if using it correctly. So
Once you use it correctly, yes.
Very good. So this is one of the main things that I was concerned about in terms of the patients. I was very concerned about the burn risk because oftentimes we're combining this with liposuction. I mean, but you can do this without liposuction, right?
Yes, you can.
But normally we're going, let's say we're taking somebody's arms, the person has loose arms, they don't like their arms or whatever. You're going to suck the fat out using liposuction. But that is already creating a friction risk, which can also create burns. So then I was concerned about the heat out. Right. Is this going to really increase the burn risk? But what you're saying is that it's more like a flash. Okay, excellent. Well, this is excellent because what I found with liposuction in the arms, the abdomen, the thighs, and stuff like that, is that you can do the liposuction. You can get, if you do really good techniques, you can get maybe 10, even 15% tightening. I think 20% if the person has really good skin quality. So what does J plasma now take it to?
So J plasma is above 40 to 60%.
So 40 to 60%.
Okay. And with J plasma, the tightening gets better over time. Right. So you see some results directly post-op, but usually the maximum results are within 6 to 9 months.
6 to 9 months. Oh, I'm ready to get some skin tight. Yeah. So now, is it limited to any area in the body, or you can pretty much use it?
No, you pretty much use it majority of places.
All right.
The only place that it's limited is the face, and that's pretty much in regards to the presence of our skin color here in Barbados and the fact that we are constantly exposed to sun, sorry.
So neck down is pretty safe. Okay. Good. All right. We will come back to the face and talk about what we can do to the face if we're not going to use the skin resurfacing or Renuvia. We're using the terms Renuvia and J plasma, same, interchangeably. It's the same technology. So let me ask you a question, Myra. Now, what was the response like now for the clients? Because I know your ears are to the ground when it comes to.
It's crazy. They love it because it seems like everyone has been doing their own research. So for them to know, like, finally, yes, it's here in Barbados, and I'm like, I want that. I want it too, so don't leave me out. But yeah, the clients are super ecstatic that we have J plasma here and at a very reasonable rate. So
excellent. Yeah, and I think that's great. So
yeah, because you're seeing results, as Dr. Springer said, straight away you see results. So check out our social media pages, guys.
Phenomenal results.
See some results there. Yeah,
that's great. And I think that that's is very exciting because if we can offer it, if it is affordable, if it is safe, if it can also produce a great results, to me that's like
exactly like tick.
That's all the boxes that we need to take. Well, I would admit that it was me that really took a long time to introduce because I was very concerned about complications and what was it offering my patients, and because there's so many things in the aesthetic world. Is a crazy world. So what happens is that you're always seeing a new this coming out and a new that coming out, and they all have beautiful ads, and of course they choose to put the ads in the leading magazines, and so you're reading all these leading magazines and you have these experts talking about this technology and that. I've been in the profession for so long. I've been practicing. I don't know if I want to say, but quite a long time. I mean, quite that good. I see a lot of things come and go, and so that's one of the reasons why I kind of took my time. I really wanted to drill down into this. Is this FDA approved? Is it going to produce the results that we want? Can you get safe results? Because you know what, a bunch of complications that's not making the people happy. I mean, the stuff that we do already carries risks and complications. Well, that's really good. Okay, so then, my understanding then in summary is that we will be using this more and more for those people who are right in that sweet spot where they need a little bit more than lipo to tighten the skin, but they're not necessarily a candidate for a a surgical removal. I mean, surgical removal of loose skin is 100%, right? I mean, if you have loose skin, you just cut it out. And so whatever that loose hanging skin is, you just cut that out. But I find that the area that you're not cutting, for example, if you do a tummy tuck or we do our mega tucks, we're the best in the world at it, I might say. And we do our mega tucks, but it's a big scar removal. We remove a massive amount of skin and really transform somebody's life. We combine that with liposuction and fat transfer if they want it. But because of the nature of that person's body, they still have loose skin in the areas that we didn't cut, because you can't cut off all the skin, but they have loose skin everywhere. So let me ask you a question. Based on how you see it applying, you think that, let's say somebody heals up from the tummy tuck, let's say 6 months down the road, are they a candidate now to have a bit more skin?
Yes, definitely. Definitely they can have that done.
Okay, excellent. That's great. Okay, so let's talk about a couple other things now. We talked about the Renew VLJ plasma technology. We're very excited about that. And quite frankly, I can see endless, but my mind is thinking, right? Because I can see endless applications to people that I've seen over the years who, like people, for example, we done tummy tucks, we done lipo, we did fantastic transfers, fat transfer, BBL, and they look phenomenal, but they have skin in the back that they're kind of debating, should I cut this or not, right? Because the lipo can only take it so far. So I see a huge amount of applications, or people who have mega ducts but still have looseness in some areas of the abdomen, or arms. Arms is a big deal. The arms are loose. Yeah, you remove the fat, it feels better, looks better, but it's hanging. But you don't want to get that cut right here, or your thighs.
So don't forget about our women's sweet spot, this spot right here by our bra line. Yeah, right there. So a lot of women who may not necessarily want the full surgery could still come and consider having hair done. Because they're gonna see it's gonna be an amazing transformation either way.
Yeah, I think that's great. Because I know thighs is a major area, because
Especially the inner thighs.
Yeah. There's so many people that over the years that they've not wanted to have a thighplasty or a thigh lift, and they've been struggling with thighs for so long, but it's like there wasn't that solution there, 10 years ago when I started on these aesthetic procedures and so on. And so to have something now that can come in and help that whole collection of people in that area to feel better about wearing shorts, for example. It's always the little things, it's never the huge stuff. It's always the, I just want to wear some shorts. Or it's like the arms is like, oh my God, I got to keep buying clothes. Yeah, or you can't buy sleeves at all because your arms are too big. So it's like, you have your whole life and your whole wardrobe design has to circulate around the decision of your arms. I mean, that can really tick people off after a while, right? I mean, if you have slim arms, or nice muscular arms like me or something, you don't get it sometimes, right? I see LaShawn laughing, she got slim arms, right? So these slim arm guys right here, they don't understand that. But when you have to make all of your decisions in life as to what you wear, when you're going out, or wherever you're going out, whether it's to the shop or to church or to a party, based on the size of your arms, you can imagine how irritating that is after a while. Yeah, so I think that's really important. Okay.